everybody, welcome back. I am joined by most of the men's team that just came back from Portugal competing in the WAKO Senior World Championships. Let's see it. Going from the way it's looking on my screen to my right, we've got Tariq Say. Of course, when he's fighting in the United States from Top 10 USA, we've got one of the coaches directly to his right, Jessie Ray, of course, coaching Next Level. It was a privilege to coach this men's team. Straight down below is the other coach of that team, Abdul-Qadir, who is also in team Top 10 USA. To his left, we've got Bailey Murphy, who is everywhere but the United States, teaches seminars, dropping knowledge and all that stuff. And he usually hangs with Team Straight Up. And not last but not least, of course, you got the incomparable Devon Harper representing Team Paul Mitchell. But all of you gentlemen, with the exception, we are missing Tyson Ray. We're hoping he was going to join us. But while we have the majority of the team here, all of you all are representing Team USA in Portugal. First of all, congratulations to everybody for bringing that gold medal home. I saw lots of videos. I'm here to get all the story. I mean, I got to take it to the coach right there. Coach Jessie, what was it like to have all these individuals that you normally compete against in sport karate, to have them all on one team?
Oh, man, it was like the dream team. We all got good chemistry. We all know each other personally. To be there with Java, me and Java got a history going back from we were kids or whatever, both from the Bronx. This was a real tight group. And three of us did this before at Bristol. No, actually, we all fought together in Bristol together, too. So there was some type of chemistry and out-of-state bond, out-of-the-country bond that we had, whatever. So this was, like, fun, man. I was so happy to be part of this.
Would you say the same thing, Coach Java?
Oh, definitely. You know, the chemistry was like incomparable. Like I could not. Jessie couldn't have said it better. The chemistry already goes way back. So the fact that we compete against each other here has nothing to do with our camaraderie and our straight desire. You know, for us to win together when we are standing on the same side. You know, and so. So definitely, I would echo everything you just said. You know, it was the camaraderie was great. The chemistry was awesome, and yeah, like you'll hear the rest about the story in just a few minutes.
Now, talk to the players. So, who was the captain of the team?
I would say Sensei Java and Sensei Jessie.
Okay, there you go. Keep them caps. Well, let me ask you this. I actually have up in a separate monitor. I've actually got the entire, path that you all took. So it looks like, according to this, you all faced Austria first.
No, not at all.
No, okay. This is all this up here. Who was the first team?
We had a bye first.
Okay. Right. So
let me go a little further back. All right.
Yes.
Now, so we came in with a bye because 2 years ago when we fought, we came in second. The U.S. came in second at the WAKO World Championships, and so Italy won first. U.S. won second, and so that's who ended up. You know, the numbers turned out kind of perfectly where Italy had the first bye, we had the second bye. You know, and so
top and bottom bracket, right?
Gotcha.
Exactly. Yep. So it's actually kind of epic the way it went down, man. It was dope. But yeah, we fought against GB first. Great brand.
So with that facing it, of course, now what was the strategy? Who is usually the first fighter that goes out first, or was that decided on a team by team or fight by fight basis?
Yeah. So the rules of WAKO. With the rules of WAKO, once we make a sub, we have to that person has to stay in for the rest of the rounds. So in the first round, Ty didn't even fight. Tyson actually fought. So it was Tyson, Devon, and myself. And all those things were actually strategized the day before. We kind of decided the day before, like the first fight, we already knew Tyreek probably wasn't gonna fight. We had a set like match by match exactly who was gonna fight, and we kind of got all of our matchups the way that we wanted to, and it just worked out. Great Britain, I believe, beat Austria, so we fought Great Britain first, and that's who. When we fought them, we decided that we'd have Tyson on Finn, and it worked out where Finn was first, and so Tyson fought Finn. We got the matches that we were looking for. Devon fought Chris Ashton, and then myself and Jack Buckley anchored. So that's just how the first fight ended up playing out.
Let me go back a little bit, Mal. So
go ahead.
We had just came, I believe we came from dinner, or I think we were coming in, and then Java was like, me and Java talked about it a little bit. He was like, yo, we got a strategy. We need everybody there. So we all met inside the hotel.
Everybody on the Tommy shot. Even Rashad.
Say again?
I said everybody from the tatami side. Like we were all there to strategize. Like we used all of our brains.
Even the guys that didn't fight on Team USA, Joe Rhodes, and so we were just sat around, and Java is like a stigma for just being efficient. So he was really efficient, and we walked around, we talked, everybody said their thoughts, and we came up what was the best planned way to attack. And Tyson was comfortable with certain fights. Tyreek was comfortable with certain fights. Bailey, Devin Hopper, everybody had their 2 cents in, and then we sketched the plan out according to that. But I got to give all of that to Java, because he was like really pushing to be super organized and super professional. So, and it all just gelled together the right way.
Now,
just to follow that, like wait up, it really just worked out according to plan, bro. Like it could.
We got everything we wanted, like, Mallory.
Everything settled into place just the way you wanted.
To the if we win, this happens. If they win, that happens. And it looks like we just kind of kept the same order, but it looks to be deceiving. We straight up planned every second of that, man. It was dope when it came together. Right,
every single second.
Now I got one question. Of course, everybody here competes, and I love the chemistry around it, because everyone here is really on a different team, which at that point doesn't matter. It's Team USA. Devon, knowing that you've got Bailey behind you, you've got Tyreek behind you, and you've got Tyson behind you, how does that help you? Does it help shake off some of the nervousness so you don't have to go out there and maybe force a mistake? You have backup. I mean, what does that mean when you walk in the ring knowing that you got that behind you?
Yeah, so I think this goes back to like we said last year when we did Bristol and we were with the Redeem team, just the group that we had and the people we had, like the chemistry, just the year that we had after that and the motivation we had after losing. It was like everybody had the same goal in mind. So we've been building this chemistry for 12 months where a lot of teams haven't been. So for me, I was confident in everybody. No matter the decision that was going to happen, we were confident we were going to win. And it was really just who was going to get sent out. You know what I mean? Who was going to accomplish the goal, whether B went first or last, whether I went first or last. I think everybody just had confidence in each other, and just the training we went through this whole year. I wasn't really stressed at any point, even when it got tight, even when there were moments where it was sudden death. I just knew we were going to win based off of how much we prepared. So it was cool, man. It was a great experience.
Now, the whole theme of this was job done. At the end, it was like, tell me about that. Where did that come from? Was that the mentality the entire time? Like, hey, we got this job. Let's go get the job. And once the job's done, we're going to relax. We're going to chill.
I mean, well, literally like what Dev said, we've been talking about this, literally since Bristol, everything that transpired up until now, I feel like prepared us mentally for that moment, and we refused to lose. I remember just me personally, I like to see where everybody's head's at, and just talking to everybody, the mentality in the room that we were in, it was crazy, and I knew that once we stepped on that mat, and especially with all the things we've been through, we weren't gonna let each other down, and yes, job done was our theme. They were saying it, we were saying it all week, even after Bailey won, or even after Java won, we were still like, yo, job isn't finished, we all, Tyson, Tyson didn't have the best. I think he performed excellent, I think he fought great, but he didn't get the results he wanted. And it kind of like reminded me of myself, like back when I went the first time, you know, and he still was not satisfied. Like going up, like he would watch his fight all the way going up to the team fight, you know, and he's saying, yo, I lost, but like we got a team fight to win, you know, like it's not about me anymore. It's about my brothers, you know, and I felt the same way. You know, we came here to do a job and we're not leaving until this job is finished. You know, and
that's what I like about this team, Mal, that everybody was like really honest about their thoughts and how their matchups, you know, Tariq said his level of comfortability. Everybody was humble enough to not put their individual thing in front of the whole squad. And that really made it better was the coaches. And me and Java kind of brought that elderly, I'm not going to say keep them in check, but just, you know, not let them go to freestyle too much because they young boys.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir. They will definitely go for the let me sweep and get the tornado kick. I'm back. Like it was, you know, we kept them like, you know, focused on business. Every night I send them a text, a message like, yo, get to bed early. We got work to do tomorrow, stuff like that or whatever. No hanging out. Remember, this is a business trip. So if just in case they had the thought of something that they snap back right to reality.
Yeah. Now, to Jesse's point, right? To Jesse's point, that humility. Like you mentioned earlier, the idea that like that they individually had you know, had the confidence in each other to get it done, right? But what I mean, I've coached a lot of people, a lot of USA teams, a lot of, you know, teams overseas. Like what I saw unique about this talented group of young men, you know, was their humility, bro. That when there was time for them to be like, okay, well, how do I get past this obstacle? They didn't, like, sometimes you want to just depend on your own skill set or your own, I'm going to make it happen to make it happen. But they listened when necessary. They made their own decisions when necessary, and they did what was best for the team when it was necessary. You know what I mean? And so that you know, that both humility and maturity really speaks miles for them. Like I really have a you know, it's not newfound because I know every single one of them, but I really want to express how much respect I have for each one of those athletes.
Absolutely.
You know,
same.
Yeah.
It sounds like that everyone took ego out of the equation.
Yes,
and focused as a team.
100%.
Yes. You know,
100%.
And I'd like to bring in a quote from one of our favorite martial artists. Ego is like water. You need it to live, but too much of it will drown you. And that, of course, you got to give credit to John Attention from where I heard that from. Bailey, I have a question for you. What is something, so let's take it out of the team sparring and everything. And also congratulations to you as well for winning individual, and also you, Coach Java, for winning your brag. I think it's back-to-back for you.
Thank you.
I definitely want to give you both your flowers. But one thing I wanted to ask you, Bailey, is what is something that you learned about Portugal when you actually went there traveling, or something that you did there that was pretty good, you know?
Oh, something I learned about Portugal? It's a good question. You know, it's very super beautiful. You know, that's probably one of the best countries I've been to, and I've been traveling a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. It was super beautiful. Like Jessie was saying, we went on ATVs, the four-wheelers. So that was an awesome time. That was a good team bonding, too. You know, a couple days before the event, not too close, where we weren't focused or anything. But, you know, we got there. We got that out of the way. It was a good opportunity for us to, you know, kind of relax, spend time with the team, do something fun. And right before, you know, we had to get serious before we really did any training, before we went to like the actual convention or the facility that the event was at. So, you know, it was just a good time. I enjoyed that aspect of it, and yeah, it was a good time to be able to do that, see different country, have something fun to do with the team before the event. So,
man, I was super nervous on the four-wheelers, not because it was a four-wheeler, because I was like, yo, if something go bad, I ain't never going to be asked the coach again. That's it.
Ask Bailey what he thought about Morocco.
I ain't, yo. But we had a great time. And we drive on the regular street as the regular cars, too, in certain parts. So
I was lit.
Yeah.
I was like, Java go kill us.
Well, that's and you need a little bit of that downtime, that camaraderie. One of the things that I did notice, because I experienced this from watching everyone's stories, and the first thing I saw after you all got there, because I forgot what was going on, is I saw a picture of you guys training. You guys like had an outdoor session, and I was like, man, they look like a team already. They're fluid, because just because you take a guy from this team and a guy from this team and a guy from this team, people don't always gel. And I saw that in the stories you told. Ty, you had some of the most crazy clips I've seen. You got to tell me about this. Now, this might not have been in teams, but there was and I had it pulled up over at Instagram. Let's see if I still have it count up. I don't, but you did this move and you turned around completely and then throw the side kick. I mean,
watch it like a ballerina.
Yes. Okay. What happened?
I took dance class in middle school, so
It definitely was a square dance class.
We actually call that technique the Java.
Okay.
Yeah, Java, Sensei Java actually made it up. It's like when you switch and throw a back fist. Personally, because I'm a lefty, I just feel like it's a real technique. It's called the Java.
See, the coach did
things you find out something new every day, right, Jess?
I found out a lot in Portugal.
Yeah, so I just feel like because I'm a lefty and I fight righties most of the time, it's more efficient for me to throw that technique other than a jump back fist. So most of the times, even when I throw it, I'm able to get out the way. And as you can see, like I kind of have ways to bail out. So if somebody does blitz me, you probably will still get hit with a D side.
Wait, that's the spin, the one with the spin kick?
Yeah, so like that's just a bailout. So if I miss the spin back fist, then I spin and throw a side kick just in case they keep blitzing. So
he innovated that one.
Yeah.
Noted.
Innovated,
All the techniques got fail safes. That got fail safe too.
Yeah.
There you go, right there.
Wow.
And then the thing is too, like we were talking about egos. Like I feel like I learned a lot from Hop and Bailey like all year. I feel like we learned a lot from each other. Like iron sharpens iron, and literally after I did that, I was trying to figure out like, what happens if somebody checks the sidekick, and then B was watching the clip because he just be spinning all the time, and he was like, yo, listen, you feel me? He was like, yo, this is what you need to do if the sidekick doesn't work. And he was like teaching me a whole bunch of craziness, even like Hop, like we would go all over the place, and then somehow we just end up fighting, like and even in those times where we were just messing around, like I feel like I learned a lot. I end up questioning him about it because like in whatever it is, like I would like to hear his input.
And that means a lot to get that, from your teammate. That shows a bond of trust. That shows that, listen, I trust you to, if you see my hand is low, tell me my hand is low. If you see that, hey, if you switch sides, this guy's a sucker for this technique. That means a lot. Bailey, I have a question for you. You were mentioning the last time for the U.S. team, and you said that was fresh on your mind. Could you take me back to that moment where I don't remember? Were you on the last team that you said lost to Italy?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I was on that Italian team. All right.
Take me back to that moment.
That team that got second. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said take you through that.
Right. Take me back to that moment. So the loss was there. So how did you build from last time to say not again? This is not happening again.
It kind of goes it goes probably even a little further for me since Ty and Dev weren't at that WAKO World.
Mm-hmm.
I experienced that one alone. We were killing it. It was myself, Troy Benz, and Enrique, and we were really killing. We were killing all the other teams. We beat England real good. We beat Germany real bad too. And then we fought Italy. They gave us a great fight. That was David DeCola's. His final fight. I got to fight him. He got the better of me. I believe Enrique fought Ricardo. Who did he fight?
He fought Ricardo, and you fought Sense fought Gufanti.
Yeah. But Enrique, he anchored, right?
Yeah, he was the last one. Enrique.
So that was just hard to. That was just something hard to kind of go through. I don't think we lost by too much either. I think it was 2 or 3. So
right.
It was a close, another close loss, and that in that bracket especially, I don't think anybody even saw us getting out of the first round. You know,
Right.
we got to the final. We got beat. It was a good fight. You know, I hate losing, regardless of who it is. I despise losing. So it's just cool that was able to be on my mind for 2 years. Then I had Bristol 2022, where I actually fought Ricardo. You know, we lost the VFT Europe versus USA. So it's just a lot that kind of built up into it.
Mm-hmm.
We experienced a lot of different things. I experienced a lot of different things. You know, just being overseas by myself, going to a few WAKO events, you know, taking some loss just this fall. So just had a lot built up to, you know, this final moment. And it was just good that we were able to come full circle and, you know, fight Italy for, you know, a rematch really of the world title, and, you know, beat them at the buzzer. It was great to be a part of that. It was great. You know, I had these guys by my side too. You know, like these are the same guys that in a regular NASCAR tournament, I'd probably fight for the anchor match. Like, it's always a possibility. I can fight these guys in, you know, open weight, teams, individuals. I even fought Ty for, like, the first and second place match in a division this year. So it was crazy just to be on the same team as him. And Devon as well. You know, we had a lot of great fights in open weight. So it was just, you know, awesome that we were able to come together. And we just saw, like, this entire year, we had a bigger picture, even though we were fighting each other. Like, it was just a great experience.
So that reel that we saw where you scored, was that the winning point against Italy? Was it down to the buzzer just like that?
Yeah, so we had one overtime, and the overtime was another 2 minutes. It was still tied after that overtime. And then it came down to another overtime, which was first point wins. Now,
one of the things that was so great about that is I didn't know that was the winning point. But you went to go do a chest bump right after that. It got decleated. Was that you that gave him the chest bump? Because you ended up on the ground. I was like, oh, my God.
Was strong.
I didn't even move.
I mean, but the motion at that point, you could actually see it. He got the height on it. So I know that part was tense. What was D-Hop for just, I know you will probably tell me that moment was the most intense. Can you give me another tense moment in traveling to that victory? What other team or whatever match was like, it's going to be close. We got to pull this one out besides the final match?
I mean, so I feel like from the jump, like we probably had the toughest teams. Like just looking at the bracket, we were looking at it like, you know, like out of all the teams, these were probably the toughest teams to go against, especially here, like in a WAKO event. So, I mean, even the first fight against UK, like there were moments where, you know, it could have went either way. But like I said before, I was real cool because of the confidence we had in each other. Like even when like in Italy, I feel like, it went to 2 sudden deaths. Like it really could have went either way. And then it went to 1 point. But all of us, I knew we were just confident. Like, Merck's going to pull it out. Or if it was somebody else, like they're going to pull it out. Even when, you know, the second, like I had a couple fights where I was down, you know what I mean? And I ended up pulling out coming up too. So, I think every single fight we had with each team was it could have been either way. So it was good.
Yeah, it just felt different. It just felt like everybody, we knew we had a job to do and everybody was going to do it. And we felt that they were going to do it and everybody knew they was going to do it. It just, we had that type of vibe. It was like super professional.
Yeah. Now, here's the question for that. Was that a one-time magic thing or can this be repeated?
There's no question. There's no question that can be done again. This is just the beginning.
I like how everybody said the same thing. 100%. We'll do it again.
I don't think that we would do it any other way.
When you put it down on paper, like the people that have won, you know, open weight at all of the tournaments in the U.S. are in this chat right now. You know, literally, if we add Tyson to, same thing. He just came off of his Pan American a week before the WAKO. A week before WAKO Worlds too. Like literally, Kev too. All the people that were in this 0.5 professional shirt, along with Tyson, have literally won every single open weight that there is this year. Besides compete in Chicago. And
where we weren't at.
And we were still in those fights because I lost that open weight final. And I believe Tyson lost that open weight final himself too, or he was involved in it. You know,
which one against Cam?
I compete.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tyson fought Alex.
Yeah, right. So we've literally been in every single open weight final, and it's the open weight, right? So it doesn't matter our weight category. Like we're consistently showed throughout the entire year that like we're the best people, the most consistent people to be on that team. So we really just had the ultimate faith in one another. I know that those guys have been in those same moments that I've been in, so I was just super comfortable with who we had on the team.
With that being asked, what is the next job for this team?
We're point fighting professionals, right? Our goal is literally to just show people the opportunities that you have through this sport. Show people how to point fight. It's straight like that, because I feel like a lot of people in the States are very good at throwing kicks and punches, but don't have the greatest understanding of why or when they throw those kicks and punches. And we just have to continue to prove and show our skills over in Europe. I feel like for the sport, what we're doing is very important. So it's very important for us to also go over there and just show like we are the best, and also continue to adapt and make those adjustments that we need to make to win over there as well. We all grew up seeing Ray, Jack, the All-Stars, some Paul Mitchell guys go over there and do it, week in and week out, winning the biggest tournaments. So it's kind of, our job and our duty to do those same things and continue to inspire the same way that we were inspired.
Yeah,
I would like to add on. Can I add on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
the floor is yours, sir. Go ahead.
On the flip side, my goals, or our goals for PFP is, of course, we'd like to compete more. Like in WAKO, we want to stay in point fighting. Like we want to be immortalized in the sport, but also we feel like right now we want to bring the power back into the players' hands. We're going to do that by killing them with success. We're going to have a great time overseas. We're going to compete. We're going to have a great time. And we would like to feel more wanted, and that's all I would like to really say. Like we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot with point fighting professionals. Like you said, it's not easy to get people from a bunch of different teams to come together and all have the same goal in mind, and also to do it like as active fighters. We actively punch each other in the face for money. And the fact that we put we put the differences aside to inspire the future generation, but not only to inspire, but to make the sport better for the future generation. Like I was also just talking to Senses Troy Benz, by the way, even about dang, bruh. I was talking to him about basically like just having there's a lot of people that retired, and we need new faces.
Yeah,
we need new faces, people to grasp onto. There's no more Raymond. There's no more like the people that we grew up looking up to. Like I'm sure there's plenty of kids that don't even know those people. Who's giving those people that information. So like we just gonna kill them with success, put the power back in our hands, and then we gotta make things change.
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. No, so I was just gonna say like the biggest thing that Ty said was just like for the future kids, like the kids who are coming up, like being able to see like all of us get together and do something bigger than just compete against each other in NASCA. Not saying that NASCA isn't great, but like there's levels to the game, and like we want to be successful in every category. You don't want to just be NASCA champions. We want to be WAKO champions, World Games champions, hopefully Olympic champions one day. And if we can't be the ones to be in the Olympics, at least we can push the sport further. And maybe the next generation will be, or maybe the next one after that. But if we kind of just, throw our hands up, or if no one really pushes the sport like we should, then, we're going to be in the same spot. So I think just us being able to come together, have the same mindset, And there's so many other people that were involved in it that really you would have never thought would come together, you know, from people in Florida, New York, just everywhere. So I think we just keep this going. Like I said, this was the start of it all. But if we just keep it going, I think kids and people are going to see like there's a lot more to it if we just come together. So yeah.
Jabba?
Yeah. So all I was really going to say was that you can hear from the passion in each one of their voices, right? And then the maturity that is coming out of each one of them. I'm, again, not surprised because I know all of them, but many times you'll see an athlete who's talented who just talks about themselves or just talks about, I did this, I did that, I'm going to do this. This is a group of individuals coming together, for not only the benefit of them as a team, but also trying to inspire the future, trying to create a movement around being professional with their point fighting or with their the thing that they're talented at, right? And so in terms of talking about next steps, the usual answer is I'm going to go to this tournament next, or I'm going to go to that tournament next. But what I hear them saying is there's a future that is really chess-esque. Right, that's kind of chess-like as opposed to checkers. This is what I'm going to do next, right? It's more of these, like, this is where I'm looking forward to, and that has a greater meaning than I'm going to go to this tournament next year, right? And so again, kudos to you guys, and much respect to the movement. You see on that shirt again, point fighting professionals, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's a matter of letting folks know that. That it's not just the talent that's making us win. Stop, but just the concept of what they're talking about right now is what it's about, right? And so much respect, guys.
So what I was gonna say too is like the one thing that I think separates this is that they all I wish Tyson was on here, but we can't track him down. But they all genuinely like each other. Mm-hmm. Like everybody cool. Like I was talking to Tyson and he was telling me, we all vibe, and he really likes that vibe or whatever. Everybody's on different teams, and of course we all got to get on the line and see each other. But outside of that, I think overseas gives us that time where we can all like enjoy each other, because again, these guys genuinely are cool, like each other outside of karate. They got their own group chats, and they kick it, and they at the tournaments they're hanging out and things like that. But of course, we got to take care of business. But overseas, most of the time we really don't have to worry about that. It's like us, USA, handling our own business in our own categories and teaming up. So they all, I think, enjoy that. But I think that we do need to get overseas a little more and show a little more dominance, like the Raymonds and the Jackson or whatever, and have the judges, know us and form an opinion in their own mind, like, oh man, he's gonna win this division, or whatever, and we have that type of build up when we're around in that WAKO circuit. Right now, we'll go to one, except for Bailey, and we won't get the calls and things that we need in close matches, and we don't see things happen, but they don't see us enough. So I think Bailey cracked that code where he literally stayed out there and he proved it. Like, and he told me like, yo, we got to do it more, or whatever. So I think that we locked in to be doing WAKO Worlds and Pan Ams and whatever else there is to offer as far as that. But I think as a unit, we do definitely need to say, yo, look, these are at least three that we're going to hit every year together. So that would be dope for me.
I was going to say, just to follow that up, I think that everyone here on this team is a worthy successor. You all are the new stars. As you mentioned, sure, there's Raymond, Jack, Ross. Go through the names of last year. And speaking directly to you, Jessie and Java, that you guys are worthy successors and coaches to help this generation. You can see how we had our time back. They just Java's still doing
Java's
it.
still active.
Java's still active. Java's going to be in every division.
Players coach.
But you all are definitely worthy successes. Bailey, your passport, you must have to have the extended booking from getting so many from teaching so much time. You're there.
Couple more pages.
Couple more pages. Devon, you were just hanging with the doing other stuff. And that's fantastic because that keeps your name out there. And there are people, you all are creating that future generation that you talked about. Yes. Who else but to look up to you guys? And as long as you guys stay out there and stay active, there are going to be people that says, hey, I want to be like Bailey. I want to be like Ty. I want to be like Diab. I want to be like Tyson because of what you're all doing today. And gentlemen, this has been fantastic. I've held you for 30 minutes. I think we got a little bit.
Sold out their T-shirts at Bristol.
What for the tour?
Sold out.
Man, Bristol. Hey. Yeah, okay. Wait. Hold on. Before we leave, Bristol was a movie, man. Bristol was insane. Going into Bristol, it was crazy. I was coming off summer camp, so I didn't really train that much. And I was like, yo, this challenge, I'm about to go mad hard. Like I trained super hard for Bristol. Bailey was out in Yugoslavia going crazy. Hop was Hop was figuring out what he was doing in Florida. This was right before Hop flew. You feel me? Yeah. And honestly, all everybody's storyline made sense. Everybody's storyline to win, like it would have made sense. Like I just came off of summer camp. I was training man hard. Hop just getting his situation figured out so he could start traveling. Bailey was in the States, and then we ended up fighting tag team. Oh my God, some of the best fights ever. Like I got to fight with Hop for the first time. It was awesome. Like I want to fight with him again. Because like I've been learning like just from Java as well, but I've been learning how to be a true heavyweight too. Like I've been tapping into that because I hit pretty hard. So it was fun, like just hitting the heavyweights mad hard. And Hop was like, nah, you gotta really you gotta do it like this. You feel me? So that was really fun. Watching Bailey and Tyson fight tag team was super fun. And then open weight, man. Open weight was insane. B went out. Like I don't know what it is, but we were literally crazy the whole time, jumping out of chairs. Like it was really like it was really, really hype. And just to see, like, even when I was mad in the moment that I lost, I know Hop was a little disappointed that they pinned you guys against each other. But like, I knew that Hop was just as excited to see B win as I did. He didn't do too well at the last two WAKO events, and then just seeing him like actually win Bristol, it was crazy. And then he was like, yo, Ty, I gotta go. Like, he said that to Hop, I got to go to the venue. And he said that there was like just a crazy line for shirts. Because I remember telling him like right before we left, I was like, yo, Bailey, I think you just did it. These shirts is about to be gone. I woke up after he sent the text message. He was like, yo, bro, I'm out of shirts. I was like, what? It was nuts. It was nuts.
I like this because you all are putting your own stamp on things. And I mean, I fully expect to see this repeat itself. The only thing better is that we got to get certain people over there for coverage, but that's another story for another day. Bring you the stories live. But gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing this adventure. I mean, I can't wait to the next one. Much success to everyone, and guys, we'll have more stories because this isn't over. This is only the beginning. Yeah, the credits haven't even finished rolling off the screen yet. It's opening act. So thank you for sharing your time. Certainly appreciate the talks, the motivation, and it's good to see that USA is out there representing.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Mal.
Of course.
See you guys. Take it easy.